Hello family members, my name is Amaradagbo and welcome back to my channel. If you're joining me for the very first time, I'm originally from Nigeria and I bring to you content based on how you can obtain your visas, immigration news, and how you can live your best life right here in España. If you think you can relate to this kind of content, please do well to consider subscribing. Guys, subscribe to my channel so that you get to see more valuable content. Click the notification bell so whenever I post you'll be the first to get notified. Like this video if you like my kind of content. Share this content to other people you think may need problem solving videos like this one, and of course leave your suggestions of subsequent topics you will love to see here on my channel. Disclaimer, I am not an immigration lawyer, neither am I a recruiter. This video is brought to you from my personal research and personal experience, so do well to do your own findings before you take your next step. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. Alright guys, so if you clicked on this video, you definitely know why you are here and why you clicked as well. So if you do, I'll be getting straight into 5 different things. I don't want to make it lengthy because I think everything can just be put into these 5 categories. Yeah. So 5 different reasons why you get rejected as somebody who is coming from somewhere that is not the European Union. So if you have been applying for Schengen visa, you're getting rejected. This is 5 main reasons why this is so. In no particular order. Each Schengen visa, whether you are coming as a tourist, whether you are coming as a student, or you want to come into Spain using the digital nomad visa, all these routes I have listed now, they all have their checklist and requirements of what you need to present so that you will get the visa. The Spanish government will definitely give you your visa if you present all these things. Of course, the Schengen visa is not an easy one to get. Everybody knows that, especially if you're coming from third countries. Like my own country, Nigeria, is not easy to get. If you're coming from countries within the European Union, you don't even need a visa. But if you're coming from places like USA, it's easier because of the kind of passport that they present. For you to get this, there is a checklist. And this checklist has to be met. When you meet anyone, you tick it. When you meet anyone, you tick it. Do not, in any situation or circumstance, try and provide your own requirements. Because I hear people telling me, oh, I don't have this, but can I give them this? If they wanted you to give them this, they would have put in a checklist, oh, present us with this, or they'll put an option for you. But if there's no option in that checklist, then that means there is no alternative to what you're meant to present. So please guys, do not try and bring your own idea of what you think they should take from you. You're not the embassy, you're not the consular, and your opinion would not matter. For sponsorship, for those who have sponsors and your sponsor would like to put the money in your own account, he would not like to have the money. He's not going to present his own account to you. That's fine as well. But remember that you need to have a sponsorship letter stating how that money came about. Because if you are having a sponsor, it means that you're not able to afford the trip and somebody is going to foot the expenses of your trip from the time you enter into Spain to the time you leave Spain. And the Spanish government or the consular or the consulate would like to know how you got such a huge amount of money when you are not working. They want to know. They want to know if this money is for real and if this money is just there for the time being, and once you get into Spain, maybe somebody will withdraw the money. So it's very important for you to state, I have gotten a lot of subscribers of mine who have applied for Spanish study visa, put in huge amounts of money with no explanation whatsoever how that money came about, and they got rejected. When they came to me and decided they wanted to appeal, I advised them to state how that money came about. They did so and they were able to get their visa. So this just shows you that having money is not enough. In my last video, I talked about POF. Yes, to have that money is good and fantastic, but having it in your bank account is not enough for you to get the visa. What is enough for you to get your visa is a thorough explanation of how that money came about. Oh, I got the money. My father is sponsoring me for this trip and gave me all the money in my account. This money will not be touched till I get into Spain. You state it there in your sponsorship letter. Your father will sign it, and this would be a very good way to, you know, get your sponsorship. But if you just say, oh, my father put the money in my bank account, or my legal guardian put the money in my bank account, and you don't state it there, or the consular, he will not read your mind to know how that money came about. And the only thing he can do for himself is he will reject your visa. So this is another reason why you keep getting rejections and rejections. These are those who are coming for study. The third one I would like to make mention is if you have previously gotten a rejection, you came to your, you went, it might not even be that it's from Spain. It can be that you got a rejection from Germany. It might be that you got a rejection from France. It might be that you got a rejection from any of these 27 European Union countries. Maybe you got a rejection 2 months ago, and today you are here in Spanish embassy and you are applying for study or whatever kind of visa. My advice would be that when you get a rejection, do not apply for any kind of European Union visa immediately. This is not a very good thing to do, because it will just be as if you are just hopping into different embassies to try your luck. The best thing I will advise you to give it time, 6 months, 5 months before you apply again. And when you apply again, you need to change your circumstance, because the other embassy that rejected you have their reasons for rejecting you. So once the embassy of Spain sees that you have been previously rejected and it's not been long, their antennas for rejection is already swinging left and right. And you might get, in fact, the tendency that you will get rejected again is very high. Except maybe you've changed your circumstance to apply. But our advice, you don't apply immediately. It must be a reason why you've been getting several rejections of late. If you are applying for Schengen visa as a first timer, your passport is a virgin passport, that's what I mean. You need to take your time, guys. Take your pretty time to arrange all the documents that you need. And one very important aspect is to show strong ties, especially when you are applying as somebody who is single. What do I mean by strong ties? Because I don't want to come here and just say things vaguely. I'm going to be telling you that strong ties is your ties back to your home country. It will show that you are coming back. You don't have any plans of remaining in the Schengen area for more than what you requested in your visa. Like now, you request a 5-day trip into Spain. And you need to show that 5 days is what you're going to spend. You're going to show that you have strong things that can bring you back to wherever you're coming from. If you're applying from Dubai, you're going to show them that I'm coming back to Dubai. I'm doing this job. Number one, your job. And how do you show that you have strong ties? You can show that you have strong ties to a particular company or enterprise or business in Dubai by presenting your appointment letter in that company, presenting leave letter, pay slip. This shows that, okay, you are working with them. You have your pay slip to show that you'll be receiving monthly salaries, and they can see it. That is the proof. Showing that you have strong ties does not mean writing it down on a piece of paper. Oh, I'm working here, but there's no proof to show. You need to show your proofs. So if you don't have a job and you're doing your own business, maybe you're a jewelry seller in Dubai, you sell gold and diamonds, you have a business, right? You're gonna bring the business registration certificate. You need that to show them that you run a business in Dubai. You're not about to up and run when you have a multi-dollar business or multi-million dirham business in your country. You're not about to just up and run. So please put this there. Your business certificate, show that you pay your taxes. You can put that as well, and that you've been paying yourself. So this is the business you run, or this is the company I'm working for, and this is a proof to show that I work for this company or I run this business. Also, it will be very wonderful if you're not working. Maybe you just finished undergraduate study, you want to come for masters. Sometimes some people finish study this year, and at the end of the year you're already applying to come for masters. At that time they've not gotten any job, they are being sponsored by their parents. So what you can do is to state that you also have strong ties, right? Because strong ties is so important. You can put that you have any shares, stocks, and you have your share certificate. Put it in there. If you have maybe you have a landed property, you can put your document for purchase of that landed property in what you're submitting in your supporting documents. This just shows that you have something to come back to. If you don't have any of this at all, this is the only case where, okay, you might not put anything and you still apply. It does not mean that if you don't have any of this, you don't apply. But I'm just saying that you stand a better chance of getting this study visa or this visa if you attach supporting documents showing that you have strong ties to the country where you're coming from, especially when you are a first timer. If you are traveling family man or family woman, or you're a married person and you're not going with your family, it will be good to put your marriage certificate in there, your children's birth certificate. It shows that you have a family back home wherever you're coming from, and you're not about to up and run. So these are some of the important things that some people don't know about. They think that, oh, just telling them I need this visa will guarantee them the visa. That is not the case. Out of every other thing that you have to present in the checklist, this one is not in the checklist, but it is super important and you need to adhere to it in order for you not to get rejected again. Invitation letter can be used, but that is not the only way to gain access into any Schengen country. Even if you don't have anybody or a family member in that Schengen state, it is still possible for you to apply without having family members. So don't get I hear people say, no, I need invitation letter. It's not compulsory for you to have invitation letter in order for you to get into any Schengen state. Apply, just adhere to everything I've been saying in this video, and you have success at the end. Your proof of funds is so important, and do not for any reason whatsoever not have enough money in your account. Even if you have a sponsor, you need to show that your personal account, you can put it. They need 6 months proof of funds. So please put 6 months. Don't put 4.5 months. Don't put 3.5 months. 6 months is what they want to see, and 6 months is what they have to see. If you want to now know how much do I have to have in my account as I'm coming as a tourist, then you should check out this video up here to know I made the calculations in euro. You can now check the equivalent in your country's currency and be fully informed on everything you need to know. I want to believe that I have dissected why you've been getting Schengen rejections time and time again. So guys, thank you very much for joining me on today's video, and see you on my next one. Before you leave, remember I work with authorized translators and I can bring this service to you if need be. Please do well to use my details up on here. Binge another of my content. Do not be a stranger. Till next time. Hasta luego.
Remember, I work with authorized Spanish translators and I can bring this service to you at an affordable price. Make a request using my details on the video.